Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back again for episode 11 of Games You've Never Heard Of. Today we got a very special episode because I just happen to have a whole bunch of VR footage that I didn't feel like making a full playthrough or exclusive video on. No, instead we're going to be going through multiple VR titles today. Granted, some of these games are quite popular, but I wanted an excuse to be able to play them, so apologies in that regard. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Here we've got Into the Radius 2, and this isn't necessarily like a game you've never heard of. If you own VR, you probably have heard of the first game, and you probably have seen the second game. Honestly, I just want an excuse to play this game, and if I'm being perfectly honest, I put a lot of time in the first game, even though I didn't like it overall, so I'm curious to see what they've fixed and made better in the sequel. Oh, it's getting spooky. Except it's not, because I'm not scared of anything. So here's the stalker throw a thing in order to see an anomaly. Basically, it's like a trap in the environment that we're trying to avoid. And I guess blood hurts me. Oh, oh, that felt nice. Controls are still not 100% perfect, considering that this is the sequel. I was kind of hoping that the the little nuance interactions and stuff would be a little bit better. Okay, so we got a map. We got an item to detect artifacts. And then the backpack makes a return in this game. The cool thing about this backpack is that we can basically put items in it and it'll stay where we leave it. So deliver a piece of decommissioned equipment from the training area to prove, yeah. So here's our facility. Here's our objective. Cool. So I think that's our objective over there. Honestly, so far I've just been doing nothing but walking. Whoa. Oh. I guess that hurt me. All right. That was an anomaly. I thought that was the treasure I needed to get. But I guess it's this thing? Ooh. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Some cigarettes. Let's go. I love this new, like, temporary bag slot. It's really good. Oop. Oh, okay. I don't know how you mess up ladder climbing in your VR game, but there you go. So I think this is, like, the main objective. You've lost the item. Use map to navigate to its location and pick it up. Excuse me? I did not lose the item. The item is right here. What? And if I click location, it goes way the hell over there to I don't even know what? Like that's on another island. I'm not even there. Like, dude, people complained about this tutorial. I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, but wow. So I came to the hub because I was curious, and sure enough, it says now the quest is ready to complete. So I gotta place the item that I found in the tray. That is no longer in my inventory. There's early access, and then there's just broken game. I loaded a previous save file. I'm in the void. All right, let's see. Yeah, this time my inventory stayed, so okay. 400 credits, thank you. The more you carry, the slower you get. Hold B with non-dominant hand to view your character info. Oh, okay, so we got like lots of stats. My character's arm is in the way and I can't rotate this in any way, shape, or form, so that's fun. I also found this mutated teacup while I was out on my adventure. Hear that sound? Get your tablet out. Jesus Christ, what an annoying sound. If the tide catches you in the radius, seek a shelter marked on your map or leave the radius to avoid getting killed. If the sound is getting on your nerves, feel free to press the button to turn the tide meter off. Yes. Oh my dear lord. At the exchange counter, you can drop off excess gear and items from the Pochork anomaly in return for supply credits. Alright, cool. So my magic teacup. Can I... how do I... oh, sell. Oh. Oh, there's a walkie-talkie. Right, because this game's got co-op. Oh, and look at that. So by having security level 1, security level 2, I currently have 0, we can buy better stuff, like including better healing items. Yeah, and then weapons are locked behind security level. Oh, you can even get bigger sized backpacks. That's pretty cool. Can I finally accept new missions and play the game? Okay, my quest tells me it's that way. Oh, a survivor! Sir? Sir?
I need some sleep.
I need some sleep as well. I did it! Why is he ragdolling? I knew it was an enemy. I was trying to be funny, okay? Because, you know, it's been like a long time since I saw like anything in this game. Alright, here, let me show you guys how it's done, okay? Every single time you end up reloading, or, you know, firing your gun, you basically gotta reload everything. Get in the gun, Jesus Christ. And then on top of that, I dropped a single bullet, so I had to put it away. This is getting a little bit tricky. I remember this from the first one. Ugh. Ugh. This is bad, man. How do I... Oh, boy. Ah, yes. The artifact is a bunch of bullets. I'm just kidding. In there? Oh, crap, dude. Cigarettes. I can't wait to pick every single one of them up, one at a time. Okay, dude. I am literally on top of it. It's inside here. But I didn't notice it when I first came in here. Are you kidding me? Hey. Hey, is this thing on? How about you tell me to shoot the goddamn thing? Huh? Oh. Hey. Hey, little guy. Why won't my guy grab the goddamn gun with 2 hands? Alright. It's already becoming nighttime, and I don't have a head-mounted lamp or anything. Are you it? Alright. Come to Papa, you piece of crap. Hello. Alright. That gave me a shotgun. I've only fought 2 enemies, and don't really think I need this, but, sure. Oh, my security level was raised. I think I'm gonna get this, because it looks like it gives me an over-the-shoulder location to put my shotgun, instead of in my backpack. Now, does it let me sell my old flashlight and my old vest? Yes, it does. Not for a 1-to-1 ratio. That's stupid. I always prefer when an item can be sold 1-to-1 because it means that you're allowed to experiment by buying things, trying things, don't like it, return it. Oh crap. See? See? I could have bought this. I could have bought this. This is a much better chest rig. Hell, even that's a better chest rig than the one that I've got right now. But guess what? I already bought the other one, and I sure as hell can't sell these for their value back. Like, look at that. This chest rig cost me $1,000, and now it's only 300. Oh, and you know what else I realized too? I can't really bother to buy a new pistol because it means that all of my old clips will no longer work. Okay, well, I gotta reload all my ammo, clips and junk. Man, I really wanted to like this game. Hell, I really wanted to like the first game. Somebody needs to tell these developers that there is a difference between being realistic and being immersive. The idea of a super hardcore realistic survival game in virtual reality sounds amazing on paper. The idea of reloading every single bullet into every mag makes you feel the weight and impact of every time you open fire. It's a first-person shooter that you play extremely conservatively, and there's definitely a mood there that I can appreciate. But gameplay-wise, it's boring as hell. See, on a game with mouse and keyboard, I walk up to an item and I press F and I pick it up. But in this game, I have to walk up to the item, pick it up with one hand, take my backpack off of my back with my other hand, put the item into the backpack, and then put the backpack back on my back, hoping that it doesn't fall on the ground or fly into the sky. If that's your idea of fun, honestly, go for it. Novel. That's a word that I would use to describe this game's gameplay. Reloading every single billet is a novel idea, but when you consider that you're expected to play this game upwards of 10 hours, I can't help but start calculating in my head just how many time wasters there are. And then I realized that the entirety of the game is designed around these time wasters, and I can't help but think that this game is a waste of time. I know it might seem like I'm being overly harsh in the review section of this video, but you have to understand that I've already dedicated a significant amount of time to the prequel. And frankly speaking, I don't see enough distinguishable differences in Into the Radius 2 to justify playing it. If you don't have the first game, you get the sequel because it has co-op. But if you already own the first game, there's no point owning the second game unless you have a friend to play co-op with. Honestly, I don't recommend either. Both of these games are a chore to play. So here we've got a VR game called Sushi Ben, and I actually ended up playing this game a few months ago, and we're gonna skip right to the review. I'll say that Sushi Ben is not much of a game, it's more of a visual novel, but in VR. It does go the extra mile of having character panels pop up on your screen that actually have like a 3D environment in the background of that panel. It's very unique. I love the art style, and I love the fact that it feels like you're just taking part in a manga. Now, would I recommend the game? Personally, probably not, but I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to story narrative, unless it's like really, really interesting. Sushi Ben's story was cool, but it wasn't really unique. Generally speaking, you're a fisherman, and it seems like the perfect game for them to just squeeze in a whole bunch of different mini games. But the demo that I ended up playing didn't have that. It was just a lot of talking and then maybe fishing every now and then. Overall, I gotta give this game merit just because of its style. Next, we've got Dead Hook, which, based on the video and screenshots, this looks like it's just Doom in VR. It is a roguelike, which isn't my favorite genre, but let's check it out. This is awesome because you can reload your guns while dual wielding. You'd be surprised how that doesn't work in like most VR games. Because in most VR games, you gotta put one gun away and then use your hand to interact. So that's pretty cool. But then on top of that, these enemies are weak, and I'm pretty sure we're about to do a Doom Eternal execution. Yep. Okay, and that gives us health too. That's really cool. Why do I have magic? It's difficult for me to show stuff because the game just doesn't stop talking, but we actually have a wind gust ability to knock enemies away. We have an ice ability, which oddly enough freezes enemies in place. But then I also have a flamethrower ability, and by killing enemies with the flamethrower, they drop armor that literally looks like it's from Doom. So when I have the blades, slashing with them just teleports me to the enemy. That's cool. This is our ammo for the blade. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a chainsaw. Dude, what the hell? This game is just VR Doom.
When you come back with the Stone of Immortality, we can finally do some things again.
Ew.
Well, you know.
I'm married. All right, here we go. Oh my god. I didn't know this was a grenade launcher.
These creatures are horrifying.
I like the movement so far. It's actually not bad.
Can't wait.
So the whole mission, the whole incentive to beat the game is to sleep with this annoying lady.
Now I have to re-improve your exosuit.
Oh my god. For some reason there's crafting in this game in order to upgrade. But it looks like an espresso machine, so I need 2 Infernate Dust. Okay.
To get the desired
There we
result,
go.
the lever down, and the components will be converted to the required.
Okay.
Take the flask with the liquid and put it in the centrifuge.
What the hell is all of this?
Button pointed at the other head and activate it.
Good boy. We can return to resurrect. Let's find that damn stone as soon
All right,
as possible.
I mean, that's kind of weird, but that's kind of cool at the same time. So it's a roguelite then, because we actually have perma-progression. Oh, and then we get different creatures in our bio as we kill them and fight them and whatever, and then we could summon them here to, I guess, practice. I mean, all you really do to practice is just shoot anyway. But yeah, I mean, this game's got some pretty negative reviews. All things considered, it seems pretty cool so far. Force push. Oh, that's like a stagger. Okay. Healer of the dead. All infernals will be invulnerable as long as one of the healers is here? Oh boy. I kind of feel like melee would be cool, but kind of worthless. So we actually just came across our first trade post. So we can buy or sell weapons, upgrade current weapons, put my money in the bank for the next run. Or is this upgrading? Or just showing what's unlocked so far, I guess?
To kill.
What? Get it with my hook? Oh. That's kind of cool, honestly. Time for the swords, yo. I wasn't even swinging, but I'll take it. Dude, this game is just like on steroids. Like, holy crap. Where you at, my pretty? If they keep adding different enemy types to kind of break up the monotony, like, I like this game. Whoa. Okay, that's an arena for sure. Oh, did I lose again? I guess.
You were struck by a sniper shot from the mortar.
Yeah.
Attack it when it becomes visible.
Okay, so I died. Dead Hook is more than inspired by Doom, it's blatantly ripping it off. My only real complaint with this game would be that enemy variety just doesn't expand as much as I would like. There's a lot of different enemy types that you'll come across, but they're introduced very, very slowly. Other than that, I appreciate that I can upgrade my character, which means runs don't feel pointless. And even though most enemies in this game are kind of bullet sponges, at the end of the day, this is a really solid VR game. The controls are tight and it feels great. It can also get very challenging very quickly by being very overwhelming. Now, I'm by no means trying to say that Dead Hook is the best VR game you've never heard of or something like that, but at the very least, it's better than most VR games, that's for damn sure. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I would. Because it's a very easy game to just drop in and drop out, which is the strength of VR in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I love a fully fleshed out campaign, but those games you're just kind of done with as soon as you finish them. This is a game that I could keep coming back to. So here we've got Arashi, Castle of Sin. This is another game that we're gonna skip right to the review portion because I recorded this months ago. First, let's start with the positive. The visuals of the game are not bad. Like the quality of each of the textures might look really muddled and gross, but when you look at the environment, there's quite a bit of detail going on in it. The game is essentially you're a sneaky little ninja trying to hide from samurai, but every now and then you'll have to fight them. The main gimmick of the game is that you have this dog that you can call to distract enemies or outright attack them. Overall, it was an okay experience, but it didn't really do a good job being a VR game, if that makes sense. I just kind of felt like I was playing a mediocre first-person shooter, but it happened to be in VR. Aside from the beautiful Japanese theme of the gameplay itself was quite boring, and I would not recommend it. Here we've got Stride Fates, which had a first game that essentially was just kind of a random generated arena mode as far as I know. But this is more of like a full fleshed out campaign that looks like VR Mirror's Edge. So I wanted to check it out. I always love having dash in the morning.
Use the crowbar to clear the way.
Is she AI generated with her voice? Like maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. Anyway, get out of the way. Bap, bap, a boop, a doop. Where do I put this? Hit. Oh, I can hold. Oh, that's weird. So I hold the button, and as soon as I release it, my character jumps. Yes. Very sophisticated art piece. Ooh. Does the game... okay. Good. Oh, okay, that was much easier than I thought it would be. My actual real-life vertigo is kind of kicking in here. Okay. Alright, we're good.
The door is locked.
Smash it open.
Find another way.
What? Okay. Why can't I just break it? Oh, God, more climbing. Okay. Wait. How am I jump and run on the wall? Alright, that kind of worked. I'm like, my legs are actually like a little bit shaky. Wait, I got a grappling hook?
Thrown in the front with the hook slot.
Wait, are you
We
serious?
installed them for our employees all over the Aeron City. Jump and hook onto the airport to fly over the obstacle.
Oh! Oh, that's so cool. I don't know why it exploded, but alright, so I'm Spider-Man. Woohoo! Physics are a little wonky on that thing, but thank goodness for my delicious drinky poo. Why does this freak me out so much, dude? It's really tight so far, actually. I'm curious to see where this goes. Yeah, talk to the hand, lady. I got parkour to do. Okay, that was way too close for comfort. Bring the phone to the terminal. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm hacking. I'm hacking into the mainframe now. Whoa. System shock? Okay. Wasn't really expecting this. So all I gotta do is just stand behind the cover and then avoid them, I guess. Why are they super hot enemies? Can I do like cool stuff? Like slide into them or something? Like I wanna do something different other than just bap bap bap. Sneaking makes it harder for enemies to detect you. But apparently I can still just walk right up to them. So it doesn't really matter. Oh. Okay, so I can go slow-mo. Good thing I knocked him on his head because I don't have any ammo with this. Excuse you. There we go. Jeez. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. Slow-mo! Bro! I'm shooting them. I shot him in the head like 3 times. Oh my god, okay, it's one of these games where as soon as one person knows where you are, everyone knows where you are. Can I slide into him?
Biomedical equipment. Like I said, they designed your neural implant.
Guess not. Oh, my hands are up, bro! No, leave me alone! Hey, yo, catch. Hey, bro. You wanna play? Bap! I said bap! I said bap! Oh, wow. Well, this is drastically different than the last level. Please tell me that this bat will actually work. Maybe you might want to stop talking while we're dealing with skull criminals.
So many things here.
Who's there?
Who's there indeed, idiot? I wish I could drag his corpse or something, but oh well.
In real life? No.
I like the knife. Huh? Watch out for what?
Falling apart before.
Oh, I didn't even notice. That's kind of weird. They're doing the whole Half-Life thing where the floor is all electrified in this room. That was easy. Oh, you can knock the weapons out of their hands. Check it out, bro. I mean, that was kind of cool, I guess. It alerted all the enemies, so it's not that cool, but... Whoa, okay. There's some sniper guy. Woo! Can't snipe me, idiot! Because you're too dumb. Oh, here we go. I can play baseball. Get out of my room, boy. I mean, that would have been kind of cool, except... Oh. Oh, okay, I killed them all. Nice. Dude, it's like a clown car. Whenever I go into a room, a bunch of enemies just pop out of nowhere. Oh, wall run into a wall run? Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, look at this. Oh, cool. All right, that's something. Hey, yo. You want a beer, man? You guys want beer? No? Wait, he didn't die? Why did he make a sound? You think I can cheese this? I do. Woohoo! Oh, now this is freaking cool, dude. More of that, please. Do it. Do it. Yeah! Oh. Okay. The text on the screen said, don't go near that guy, and there wasn't really any damage indicators while I was fighting him, and my objective said no objectives. So I just thought I was supposed to like kill all the side enemies or find like some weakness to him or something, but no, he was just a tanky boy. I think that's a good enough stopping point. So I'm actually gonna keep playing, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts afterwards. So I've been playing for a few hours now, and I haven't beaten the game, don't know if I'm going to. I'll say that this game surprised me. It's got a lot of negative reviews, which totally makes sense because apparently these developers had another game that they didn't finish, and then they kind of recycled content into this game. I will say the parkour is pretty good. The climbing is like a lot of times my hands would clip out of bounds and whatever, and a couple times the momentum of the character would get me killed. But the checkpoints are very forgiving, and the idea of running and jumping across buildings is just so exhilarating that I didn't really care. I will say enemy AI is brain dead. But it started to kind of make sense because the further I got in the game, I noticed that there was more ways of traversal. Mixing that with the combat, now suddenly the dumb AI makes sense because I'm trying to juggle my character's movement abilities and shoot at enemies at the same time. There was really good momentum in the main campaign, and I thought that it was leading to something special. And then suddenly I was hit with a stealth mission that lasted far too long, and it was basically an auto-scroller. I didn't have the ability to jump, I couldn't do any sort of parkour. Honestly, it was terrible, and it felt like it was there just to pad out the game. When I finally came out of the stealth level, I was introduced to a katana weapon, which was awesome, but then as soon as I started attacking enemies with it, it wasn't cool at all. It was actually just a busted garbage weapon. It would take like 50 hits to kill a dude with the katana, or I could just, you know, pull out my knife. I want to point out that at this point in the game, they disabled my guns. And that's about as far as I got before I started getting bored. Now, would I recommend this game? Kinda. I will admit that I was having fun playing it, and I might end up beating it in my off time. It's just surprisingly jank, but at least the concept is pretty cool. You know, a VR version of Mirror's Edge is kind of dope. I guess I'll say that unless you really want to end up collecting everything, there's not much reason to replay missions. So here we've got Paint the Town Red with the more recent VR expansion DLC. The main game itself is actually wildly popular, despite the fact that I personally had never heard of it. And you could probably argue that even the VR portion of this game is also wildly popular. So if this game's super popular, it stands to reason that it's really good, right? Wrong. It has some things going for it, but generally speaking, this is just a worse version of Gorn. I will say that this game does have a lot of game modes, and there are player created levels, so that's definitely a huge positive. But for my money, I wouldn't recommend this. In fact, I refunded this game once I finished recording it. Well, once again, we've made it to the end of another one of these episodes. Thank you so much for watching. I wholeheartedly hope that you enjoyed. This video focusing on VR games did make this a bigger project than it should have been. Suffice to say, these VR focused videos are gonna be few and far between, but I do plan on doing more of these in the future. If you would kindly like the video and subscribe for more, I would appreciate it. You could also leave a comment, either something supportive or just a game suggestion, or you can click on the video right here, YouTube recommends, the video right here, which is the most recent upload. Tried to get this video out to you guys earlier last week, but unfortunately I kind of ran into some technical hiccups here and there, but I'm glad that it's finally out.